Hey guys, welcome back to CK3. So today, I'm thinking of doing something like I was doing with Victoria 3, where I randomize my character, but there's a catch. I'm thinking of every single time that character dies, I have to switch. Well, I don't have to switch, I have to go to the menu and then press this button again. So each time I'm like switching nations, so let's say I'm like France, I start off as France. Then when Charles dies here, I get swapped, I don't know, the Byzantines, for example. You know, obviously I'm probably not going to be that lucky, but let's see who we get first. Okay, we can do stuff here. Alright, let's start. I'm not sure how much we can do at the start. This guy's already old, or relatively old. And I don't doubt that a realm might split apart. But this is pretty interesting. I don't know why he starts off celibate. So does this guy. So it looks like I can't even marry off. Oh, never mind. I can marry him off. So, sort by alliance power. It looks like we can't get any allies, so that's, it's certainly something. So I'm not gonna marry these guys off then, for now. I can marry this guy off to a strong alliance, though. That's not that good. It's too far away. It actually looks like it might be the best alliance for us right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. There we go. So my starting off plan right now is to take over Salerno here. And hopefully when the Italians are done with this war with the Sardinians, they're pretty weak. And then I can just pounce on them. I hate conquering down here in the southern half of Italy because of these duchies are terrible mostly. There's like 2 provinces in these ones. There's 2 in this one. It's just annoying to conquer it. If I can, I'm probably gonna take this away from the Sardinians. And if we have enough time, I'm probably going to conquer all these guys too as Napoli or Naples right here. So yeah, that's my plan. This is ungodly expensive to do for some reason, but I have no choice. You know, I'm just gonna or otherwise I'm just gonna sit here the whole time, like, and that's obviously not something that people want to see. So yeah, I'm gonna be in debt for a little bit. I'm okay with it. Alright, and I think it's time to declare war on Salerno here. And there we go. So I've changed my mind on the Sardinians. They are way too strong compared to me with this this alliance here. I'm just gonna leave them, and I'm gonna go for the pagans in the Balkans here. My first one's probably gonna be this guy, just so I can get a landing port. Then I'm probably gonna go after this guy and this guy. You know what I mean? On and on. And there we go. So, bad news about the other pagan guys. It looks like this guy is probably going to form the Kingdom of Serbia. Or maybe not. He might not have enough counties here. But he basically vassalized all the little guys here, which sucks. Because they were easy to take. Um, I think when I'm about to die, I'm going to vassalize to the Byzantines, because this guy's situation here is always going to be pretty terrible. Because he's like Orthodox in a sea of Catholics and Ibadis here. So I'm definitely gonna switch him, and I think I found my next victim. So my guy's already ailing. His health is poor. So I don't think I'm too long for this world as this guy. I can actually swear fealty with low taxes and low levies. I'm gonna do this. I'd much rather do it too soon than do it too late, and this guy dies and his realm splits apart because of all these things are counties here. So I'm just gonna do this now. And we got our foothold on Sardinia. I don't know what's the deal with Carlings in my game, but like, look at this. This is insane, and it's still one of the original, Carlings that start off. So, and rest in peace. So he lived pretty long, 25 years. Let's see how our realm split. So it looks like we got 3 titles, and our brother got 2, which is these ones here. Okay. So now it's time to find another character. So there we go. And press this once. And we're in an interesting situation. We're actually in a pretty good situation, especially considering that we could have been a pagan over here, which probably would have been worse. I can definitely... Oh, that sucks. I'm allied to this guy. I think I can find stuff to do here. So I've never actually played in Somalia before. I didn't realize how terrible it is. Because literally everyone here can raid, and they just constantly just raid you, and it's just terrible. And since all these little guys are free, they have like 1 trillion allies, so it's a little bit harder than I thought it would be. I was going to take out this guy, but he's already gonna lose to this guy, so that's fun. I'm thinking of going after this guy, and then hopefully I'm able to... Nope, he's allied to that guy. You see what I mean? There's just 1 trillion allies that I have to deal with over here. It's just terrible. Yeah. I don't really know what I'm gonna do after that. I might try to go after, like, one of these guys over here, maybe? But, like, that's the only thing I can really do. Like, this area is already, like, too consolidated, and I got, like, one of the worst guys to do it with, so... And it looks like I'm going to be in debt for the rest of the time on this guy, because I literally can't do anything as him. Because if I take this, I think this cut, yeah, every single month. So 12 divided by 81, I think the math is. That's like, I don't know, 6, 7-ish years maybe of just waiting. And I think I have that amount of time. I think I can wait that long, but like, don't expect to see me, form an empire or anything out of this guy, because he is in a terrible position. This just comes with the challenge of random characters, because you could get an amazing guy, like, I don't know, the Abbasids, or you could be stuck with some, some cannon fodder guy in the middle of Somalia, who can't do anything, so, yeah. I just got unlucky this roll. And it looks like I'm actually about to die, because this guy just declared war for my only county. And it looks like he could win this. Let me see. Can I join it? Yeah, I'm gonna join and help him out. Just so, you know, I'm not gonna like throw just because I don't want to do this guy anymore. And it looks like the AI actually is going to, or at least my liege at least is going to win this somehow. So that means I get to suffer a little bit longer with this guy, so that's fun. Yep, and he won. Great. I'm actually gonna go for this because of well, the only reason actually there isn't an A and B. I actually want to do something, so yeah, I'm just gonna call on all my allies and just take these guys out. And here we go. So maybe there is hope here after all. Here we go. And I think I found another weak point. Bad news. It looks like my heir died in this war. And that means that his hunchback son is gonna take over. Thankfully, I'm not gonna be here when that happens, so I don't really care. He's gonna die soon, probably. He's already poor in health. We've done a lot better than I actually thought we would. I thought we wouldn't expand at all. Oh, look at that. And plus our realm's actually shattered too, so that's great. And he's super weak. Oh my god, he's weak. Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure what else I can really do. I'm probably just gonna wait. Speaking of which, so he lived 20 years. His hunchback son took over half of the land, I think. Let's see. So yeah, his hunchback son took over most of the land, and the actual good son took over the other two counties that we took over. I have no doubts in my mind that these guys are all going to be conquered. Well, maybe not now that he has an alliance, but it's only a matter of time in my eyes that he dies. Especially considering this massive guy's probably going to actually form his kingdom and probably the empire at some point. So let's see who we get next. Huh. Well, we're gonna be with this guy for a little bit. He's only 18. And he actually controls a duchy, which is pretty good considering who we could have gone. We could have gone one of these small guys within him. He bled to death as an infant. Yeah, let's see what we can do. So unfortunately, my guy has a trait that's unvirtuous, which is arrogant. Which means that we're going to be losing piety the whole game. Which also means that we can't conquer anybody that requires piety. Is the defender of your faith. Oh, never mind. So that means I'm gonna have to like go on pilgrimages, which take forever to go back. Yeah, I have to do this. I'm gonna go the furthest place possible. It doesn't matter this place. He's also an intrigue, which is absolutely terrible. So that's great. The only thing it's good for around this area is killing people with alliances that I don't want them to have, like this guy. Let's see how he's allied to him. His son and this lady. Let's see if we can kill this lady. Actually, let's see if we can kill his son. Because if he can get, I don't know. Yeah, this guy's gonna die. And since our pilgrimage is done, that means it's time to say goodbye to this guy. Alright, there we go. And this means it's time to kill this guy. What? I think it's actually this guy. Oh, the line's just... there we go. Or maybe not. I'm actually gonna get my prestige up. I don't know why it's so low right now. Alright, now it's time. It's a shame that we can't conquer the duchy yet, since we're not illustrious. And there's still quite a little bit of ways to go before I get there. But it should be okay. I'm gonna take the... yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Isn't this great? So my neighbor wants to kill me for this one province here. Luckily enough for me, I can get this massive guy here and make him my friend. So they definitely messed up, because I'm definitely gonna call them into this and kill them. Look at that, and they're murking up too. It's not gonna be enough. Oh my god, I'm sick of being in areas where there's no people living here. It's... oh great. And... who is that, Ghana? No, Gurma wants to kill me. So... even though I thought this was promising, it doesn't look like it is anymore. I'm gonna reassign this guy here. And we have nobody for Marshall either. This is not fun. Alright, we took over this province. Let's see. Of course, I don't even know where he is now. I don't know why he's going over there. I saw he was in another war with subjects somewhere, but... yeah, he's fighting 100 people. And he's gonna kill my country because of it. I have no choice but to go for this. Please. And we lost. Oh my god. This is basically over. They're gonna take both of these provinces. Yeah, I'm just gonna surrender this one. They just took my capital. That sucks. I don't know why he would do that. It isn't even part of his duchy or anything. So I'm gonna kill him for that. I'm petty. I'm gonna kill him. Hopefully it's Rome. Yeah, this is not a good person to have your thing passed down to. Oh, and I imprisoned this lady. So I'm gonna keep her. I'm not getting rid of her. Just so this guy's realm can pass down to that terrible heir. You know, she's drunkard and she's a dwarf. And since attraction opinion is low of her, it means that these guys are gonna like her. Like, it's gonna be a -20 debuff. So he definitely messed up in doing that to me. Yeah, and I think we're gonna win this one too, thankfully. Hopefully they'll follow me. Yep, they will. Yeah, this guy's basically over. They definitely should have done that. And hopefully this guy dies. And he does. So now this terrible person owns that. Thankfully. I'm gonna take money from these people. Even though it's not much, it's more than, you know, nothing. Oh, look at that. They actually reformed their faith. Also, they are huge, by the way. But their army's terrible, but still. You know, they're pretty big. Alright. Thank you for the 75 gold. And if you were to ask me if taking this one province here was worth losing my capital and getting declared war on by like 15 other people, I would say no. But it looks like she's in a bad situation right now, which is great. I might even kill her and then have it passed down to this little kid. I won't, actually, I won't. It doesn't matter. She's gonna have this kid. It just won't matter. So now I think it's actually time to switch. That could be interesting. I can actually subjugate. And she's my faith, right? Yeah. Yep, I'm doing this. Actually, I'm gonna wait for this to go through, then I'll be back with you guys. I don't want to do this because this is for her title, her primary title, and it's not actually for the Kingdom of Gurma itself. So if she loses this, it means that I'm just gonna, you know, get, you know, her scraps that are left over here. So I'm gonna wait. And she won. So it's time for war. I'm taking back my land, obviously. And when I do this, I'm gonna get the kingdom title. Another idea I did have was subjugating this lady here, but it's less land, and she's a little bit stronger, so I'm just gonna take over this lady. And here we go. So we lost a few people. Our counselor died in this war, but his death was definitely worth it, hopefully. Let's see our lands now. There we go. So this is our first kingdom of the series. Pretty interesting. So, I don't know how much we were here. We probably more than doubled our size. And we're still only 27 years old. So we have so much time to, you know, declare even more wars, get bigger. I doubt we're going to be able to form an empire because it's super awkward the way that we're actually positioned here. Like we're like split between two different ones. I think the next step is to clean up these little guys in the middle of my lands, just so there's less border gore. But for now, I think I'm gonna let my country rest for a little bit. It sucks that I can't take away this guy's title, but it's okay. And it looks like this lady here is not done yet. Just so you know, I'm killing her, by the way. Obviously. She hates me since I took her title. So I'm just gonna kill her and pass her son off to this guy, or pass her realm off to this guy, and it also split. So I'm not too worried about this. She's not gonna win this, since I still have this guy. Even though he's in the middle of a war, I'm not too worried about it. I think we got this. And lucky us, our murder scheme was actually successful, which made... oh, well, that sucks. It was successful, but we were caught. That is not fun. That means we got two terrible trades here. Let me pause this. This one's not too bad. This one is pretty bad. And it looks like our friends to the west of us are having troubles. So I'd be definitely glad to help them out. And there we go. And goodbye, Border Glow. And it's time to say goodbye to you guys. And here we go. And these guys are next. Sweet, sweet revenge. I'm not worried about this at all. I could have actually prevented this likely by making this a duchy and giving this guy away. But I don't want either of these guys to be my vassals. This guy's not my faith and he's zealous, which means that he'll always hate me no matter what. This guy, I killed his mom, so obviously he hates me. And plus I want to divvy up this guy's realm. He's a little bit too large for my liking. So yeah, this is why I actually let this happen. And here we go. And I actually think I'm going to move my capital over to Gurma here. This county is amazing. Look at how many things I can build here. Well, I won't be able to. I'm way too old at this point. But maybe one of my future heirs can. And plus it's a nice little LARP to like say like, oh, I conquered them and I moved my capital there, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna move this here. And I think something I want to do is convert to an organized religion. This has a lot of benefits. I'm not gonna reform the Siguic faith due to the fact that my piety is going up so low due to me being arrogant. Most of my important vassals will convert. All the other ones are like one county. I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully, if they do revolt, I'm alive for it, so I can put it down and put Abadi rulers in power. I just want to make sure that these guys can last as long as possible, and them being an unreformed faith makes that more difficult. So I'd much rather convert to an organized religion, which I'm going to do right now. And I think for one final hurrah with this guy, I'm going to clean up our borders a little bit. I'm thinking of taking this county, all these guys down here, this guy probably. And yeah, I think after that I'll call it an episode. So I've noticed that we can actually do a invade kingdom. We don't have enough prestige for it, but I don't think we ever will, or at least this guy will have enough. He's probably close to dying, so I don't care about the fame penalty. I think the main goal of this is to make sure that these guys actually live or pass down their stuff, and they last until the end of the game. So obviously having another kingdom to split up into will make them have a higher chance of living. So I'm gonna take this kingdom. And look at that. We are massive compared to our starting position. So, I was trying to take out the guy to the north of us. And my guy died exactly when we captured it. That's one big guy. Holy crap. This guy was obviously a great ruler. His realm's obviously shattered. This one's the strongest one, obviously. We kept all of our titles too, so that's good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna click this button anyways, right here, because we literally won it. And it's not like he's not gonna press it, so I'd rather just see it, you know, the actual true borders that we had. So we definitely made an impact down here, with the conversion. Like, if we didn't, you know, if we didn't take over this guy, this conversion over here probably wouldn't have happened. He was obviously the most successful guy out of all of them. Let's look at the other two that we played today. So, this is the guy, or the dynasty we played last time, the Ganale dynasty, and he's one province in the middle of two kingdoms who are hostile faith. He's definitely gonna die. He has no chance, well, like I thought he would. It looks like these guys ended up actually forming the kingdom. And this is actually pretty interesting, the Spartanos dynasty. So when I was looking at it, somehow they were a vassal of Wallachia, and then they broke free somehow. And now they're actually doing pretty good. He's married to this person. It doesn't matter. Oh, actually it does. It looks like their two realms are going to be united when they both die. Let's see. They're so orthodox. They lost this province down here. It's not like it really mattered. It was only like 3 dev. Now it's 5, whatever. And it looks like the piece of Sardinia that we took broke free and is still with the Byzantines. So that's pretty interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. And thank you for watching.